Mr. Douglas smoking in bed, so keep your eyes open.
Words to live by. You never know what could happen.
Here we go.
At any moment, jet trash could fall from the sky. Do you have any idea what a pack of complimentary peanuts could do to a human skull after plummeting 35,000 feet?
I'm looking at it.
Julie, stop being so paranoid. We live in a civilized world.
Look here. There's a cannibal loose in town. He escaped from a band that was taking him to a mental facility. He's a psychiatrist who's modeled his life after Hannibal the Cannibal in Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, he calls himself Peter the Eater. He's this mind control expert that can drive people insane just by talking to them.
Look out, Julie. Competition.
Hey, good morning, gang.
Good morning.
Gina, this isn't easy, but I'd like to ask you something.
I knew you would come around eventually, Dr. Hank Kaplan.
I need 20 bucks.
Go away, Dr. Hank Kaplan.
Hey, good looking?
Nope.
Come on, Greg.
Look, Hank, I'd like to help you out, but I got a few of my own problems. I'm late for my IRS audit. There's a Denver boot on my car, and my girlfriend told me to go to hell. All right, well, technically, she wasn't my girlfriend, but I sat next to her on the bus, and my pain is very real.
We'll talk later. Paco, the thread that holds this hospital together.
Get bent.
Excuse me.
Hi, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for Dr. Hank Kaplan.
Oh, are you a patient?
No, I'm a friend.
A friend?
Hank may have mentioned me. I'm the witch, the leech, the bloodsucker.
Oh, you're the ex-wife.
And this elevator's always sticking. Who do I have to kill to get out of here?
I've been wondering the same thing.
Here I am. Somebody's waiting, anticipating your tears. Here I am, right or wrong. Where I am, you belong. When you need someone there to be strong. Here I am. When the good times come into town. Here I am. For a hand or just hanging around. Everyone sometimes stumbles and falls. And there's a number you know you can call. Just to hear someone tell you, here I am.
Damn, phone's dead. Just our luck.
Yes, ever have one of those days?
I know who you are. I read about you in the paper. You're...
Wayne Gretzky.
No, you're not. You're that cannibal guy, Peter the Eater.
Always nice to meet a fan. But enough about me. Tell me all about a male nurse named Greg.
You want to know about me?
Oh, yes, I want to know everything about you. I want to get inside your head. You know, pick your brains.
You're not getting inside my head, and I'm not getting inside your stomach.
Very well, if you don't want to speak, then I'm left to my powers of observation. You shave with Gillette Foam, the sensitive skin formula. You wear Brute deodorant, and you brush your teeth with Aquafresh. But not today.
I ran out.
I had a patient very much like you.
Patient, huh? I suppose you cured him of some mental problem.
No, I cured him with vinegar and served him with wax beans in a nice Bordeaux.
Hello, Hank.
Joyce, what brings you to the hospital? Laryngitis, please, Gad?
An unprovoked attack. How uncharacteristic.
A surprise visit. How typical.
Look, Hank, why don't we just skip the pleasantries and break out into a fist fight right here? What do you say?
Usually nothing. Usually I can't get a word in.
Well, look, at least I express myself. You keep everything bottled up. It's one of the reasons we couldn't work it out. You completely avoid conflict.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
Gum?
Gina, what are you doing?
Mind your own business. I'm trying to hear what they're saying. So there she is. The missing piece of the puzzle. The manipulative, evil dominatrix. Who stepped on poor Hank's heart and left him wounded, sad, and penniless.
She's pretty.
Well, Joyce, it's a pleasure seeing you. Just kidding. What do you want?
Look, Hank, I'm having a garage sale. There's still a lot of your old stuff, and I want to give you a chance to claim anything you might want to keep.
Considering I paid for everything in the house, how about all of it?
Oh, come on, you didn't pay for everything. I bought a lot of stuff after you moved out.
Sure, after your lawyer got you half my paycheck every week.
Oh, what, still having money problems?
No. For your information, I'm doing splendid. Great, and couldn't be better.
You?
Yeah. In fact, I have developed a diversified portfolio. And with my medical practice burgeoning, my life is good.
Well, that's a switch. Last time I saw you, you were begging your workmates for lunch money.
Hank, about that loan.
A loan? No loan. Keep it. It's a gift.
What the hell are you talking about?
Paco, I know you're proud, but damn it, look at the reality of the situation.
I'll try.
Well, here's a list for the garage sale.
No, I don't need it. In fact, I don't want or need anything. Although, there is one thing. That picture of you and me at spring training.
You want a picture of you and me?
Heck, no. But if you look in the background, you could see Carl Yastrzemski hitting fungos.
I'm sorry, Gina. It must be awfully hard for you to see Hank with the woman he lived with for so many years.
Oh, Annie, thank you, but I'm fine. I can't resent her for being a part of Hank's past. Besides, if Hank thought enough of her to marry her once, I'm sure somewhere deep inside there must be a sensitive, kind, wonderful woman.
Do you think she dyes her hair?
Oh, please. I've seen carpet stains that look more natural.
You nicked yourself shaving this morning, didn't you, Greg?
Look, I know what you're up to here. You're trying to get inside my head and make me crazy. Well, it's not going to work. By the way, how did you get in here?
I hypnotized one of the attendants into thinking I was a carton of Band-Aids.
What kind of an idiot would fall for that?
Certainly not you, Greg. In you, I believe I finally met a man who is the equal of my intelligence.
Well, I always do manage to guess the killer on Columbo.
Very impressive, Greg.
Yeah, I have this little system. It's always the big guest star.
Ingenious. I'll bet you can even figure out how to get this mask off me.
Sorry, but that muzzle's there for a reason. I hear you have a bit of an eating disorder.
What I didn't take into account was that the dyed leather straps would bite into the soft flesh of my neck, exacerbating a contact dermatitis.
Oh, those idiots at the county. There's a way to do this so that it won't chafe. Wait a minute, there's no sore here.
Imagination is a powerful thing, Greg.
Hey, you're not only a man-eating cannibal, you're a big liar. I'm putting this back on.
By all means, step closer.
Dr. Graham, spinning test, please. Dr. Graham. Dr. Graham, spinning test, please.
Hank, you look like hell.
Well, my ex-wife was here.
Pardon me if I'm being too personal, although I think the fact that you owe me several $100s gives me the right. But... how could you stay married 8 years to somebody who drove you so crazy?
Frankly, Paco, the girl could do the Humpty dance.
Come on.
Huh? It's true. No matter how bad things got, how irritable we were with each other, we could settle things between the sheets. The relationship was going to hell, but the sex, Paco, the sex.
Men only want one thing. Baked goods.
Gina, men want sex. Haven't you ever heard that song?
What song?
Every song every guy ever sang. They either want satisfaction, they want to sex you.
They want to row the boat ashore?
It's interesting that you bring up this delicate issue of carnality, because I don't know if I've mentioned this, but recently I actually have
Kiss Dr. Hank Kaplan.
directly on the lips for an extended period of time, and I did feel as if I, perked his interest.
Well, that's fine, honey, but until the kettle's whistling, don't turn off the heat.
I beg your pardon?
Keep going. Don't hold back. Now, you got his interest. There's nobody else in his life. His ex-wife is making him miserable, so strike while the iron is hot.
Yes, but Annie, you can't strike with a hot iron until the early bird flies from the fire into the frying pan.
Gina, have you been watching Perfect Strangers again?
Oh, please. 6 years in this country and he's still with the malaprops. No. What I'm saying here is that only when Hank releases this resentment that he has for Joyce will he be able to move on to a new and committed relationship with someone else.
What exactly does that mean?
It means his butt is mine.
Morning, everybody.
Morning. Annie, would you make sure Mr. Gorman gets his culture done before he eats breakfast?
Sure thing, Doctor.
Oh, and speaking of things that grow in a petri dish, where's Greg?
He didn't come in today.
Well, it's not like Greg not to even call in.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it. One thing about Greg, he can take care of himself.
Morning, Greg. Time for breakfast.
Is there a Dr. Hank Kaplan here?
That's me.
This is for you. It's from a Joyce Kaplan.
Oh, great. It's that picture of me and Yaz. Yeah, a little white out, and I got something I can hang with pride.
I need you to sign here.
Yeah.
Hank, does this gesture mean that things are a little friendlier between you and Joyce?
I hope so. Does that bother you, Gina?
Oh, no. No, in fact, I'm happy to see a man and a woman work out their differences and be able to look each other in the eye and say,
You
well,
blood-sucking weasel!
why?
It's a summons. She's suing me. Joyce is suing me for more alimony. Can you believe this woman?
No, I thought you two were getting along.
Yeah, well, so did I. But instead, she comes here under false pretenses, gathers her information, and sues me for money I don't even have. This woman is immoral, unethical, and deceitful.
What made her think you have more money?
I lied. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take her to court, going to hire the best attorney in Miami, and I don't care what it costs.
Oh, come on, Hank. You just said you're broke. Where are you going to get that kind of money?
Hasta la vista, baby.
How can one person do this to another?
Relax, Gina. It's not going to be that bad. He just needs a little bit of time. Divorces are messy business. There's a lot of resentment and pain and bitterness and anger over all the days, weeks, months, years spent slaving away in the kitchen, night after night, to cook that man dinner just so he could run off with some tramp while I was stuck here working a stupid night shift. Sometimes it just takes a little while for all that anger to fade.
Hank, I don't think this is happening because Joyce wants more money. It's happening because you two never settled your divorce.
I don't know. It seemed pretty final when I saw my Jaguar being towed out of the driveway.
Trust me, until you two sit down and work this out, this dispute will go on and on forever.
Now, I don't care if it ruins me. I'm not budging an inch, and I don't give a damn if it takes the rest of my life.
The rest of his life? Oh, no. If anyone's gonna ruin the rest of his life, it's gonna be me.
Okay, if you won't let me loose, at least tell me how you did this.
Never mind. I'm far more interested in you, Greg. Tell me, what's your worst memory from childhood?
You want them chronologically or alphabetically?
It's pointless to mislead me, Greg. I can look at a man and know in an instant what his hopes are, what his fears are, how he tastes in a casserole. I've never encountered a mind I couldn't crack, no matter how deviant.
Deviant, huh? So, you want to get inside my head, do you, Doc? Okay, give it a shot.
Your family was very poor. Your father, a factory worker, came home every day covered with soot.
No, he didn't work in a factory.
Construction worker, then?
Nope.
Machinist? Bartender? Stevedore?
No.
All right, then, what was he?
Look, I thought you could tell just by looking. If you want to know, you gotta guess.
I won't guess. You will tell me now.
Nope, you gotta guess.
Enough of these silly games. I will not guess.
Starts with a P.
Policeman? Postal worker? Damnation.
Joyce, you wanted to talk to me?
No, I got a message you wanted to talk to me.
I didn't call you.
Well, I certainly didn't call you.
Well, then who called who?
Hello, you kids. I guess you're wondering why I called you here today.
You?
Why you?
Well, consider me a third party who knows that neither one of you will be happy until you bury the hatchet and work out your differences and get on with your life.
Well, Joyce, you're here. Let's talk.
I wanted to talk all along.
Fine, we'll talk now.
Fine, who goes first?
Well, I better go first since you're going to get the last word in anyway.
Yeah, you're right, you should go first, since you have the most to apologize for.
Apologize? You're the one who's suing me for more alimony.
And you're the one who's hiding all that new income.
I don't have any money. I was lying just to impress you.
Like the time you told me you were being scouted by the Yankees?
That was an honest mistake. He had the hat, and I was having a good inning.
I am a miracle worker.
I can't believe you really did it, Gina. Do you think she and Hank will work it out?
Oh, yes. If I know anything about Hank, he and Joyce will smooth out their differences like two mature adults.
I don't know. I was willing to talk to you in the first place.
Oh, I can't talk to you either. I never could. Except during sex.
Oh, don't complain about the sex. You seemed to enjoy it at the time.
What, as if you didn't?
Of course I did, but we only had it after an argument.
I know. It was the only decent part of our relationship. You know, sometimes I'd start a fight just to get you in the sack.
Sometimes I'd call you names just to get you hot.
Jackass.
Nag.
Pig.
Bitch. Take me.
Well, I hope for your sake that it works out, Gina.
Oh, please. It's the best thing I ever did, putting those two together. It will not only clear the way for us, but after all these years of turmoil, Hank will finally get the peace he deserves.
And I pedaled and pedaled, carrying him all the way on my bike.
But the poor dog was heavy, wasn't it? He slowed you down and they caught you, didn't they?
Yes.
What happened to the poor dog when they took you back home?
They killed him. And Cruella de Vil made a coat of his fur.
Cruella de Vil? That's not from your childhood. That's from a Disney cartoon.
I know, wasn't it great?
You're sick. You know that? You've been leading me on all this time. First the guessing game with your father as a pneumatic drill operator. Then burping the long version of Stairway to Heaven. And now this insipid Shaggy Dog story.
Dalmatians.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Oh, thank God. Call 911. I'm an extremely dangerous man. I want to be taken to jail, to prison, far away from this sadistic mutant.
Hey, let's have lunch together sometime.
No.
Lost your appetite?
Not entirely. But as they say, you are what you eat.
Yeah, guys, want to give me a little help here? We're getting out. Yeah, you guys want to help me out of this? Back here. Yeah. Little help, please? Yes, sir, I know I missed the audit, but I can explain. I was trapped in a freight elevator for 2 days with a man-eating psychiatrist. What do you mean you've heard this excuse before? Hello? Hello? Government.
Dr. Porter to surgery.
Morning, Paco.
How was your evening, Hanko? Come on, I saw you leaving with Joyce yesterday.
You did?
Yeah. Just one question. How the hell were you able to drive with her on your lap like that?
Traffic cop asked me the same thing. It's a moving violation, you know.
But it must be very fulfilling for you and Joyce to be reunited.
No, Paco, actually, it wasn't. You know, it felt lousy. After it was all over, I could only think of one thing.
What was that?
It's not what.
Good morning, Hank.
It's who?
Dr. Satterwald, please call.
Gina, we need to talk.
Yes, Hank, we do.
Please call Dr. Green.
Gina, something happened yesterday between Joyce and me.
I know.
But I realized afterwards that it needed to happen so I could put her out of my life for good.
I knew you would feel this way, Hank, and I knew that this was what it would take.
Gina, I must say you're very understanding about this.
Well, Hank, after all, I'm not naive. You had a long relationship with this woman. I knew this would happen, and I'm glad you did it.
Oh, my. Well, you know what this means. I have no more emotional baggage. There's nothing keeping me from asking you out.
Yes, Hank, I know.
And I wouldn't have been so certain that you were the one for me if I hadn't have slept with her.
What?
Well,
You slept with her?
Gina, let's go back to the part where you said I know. What exactly did you know, and when did you know it?
Now. I just found out everything now.
Uh-huh.
Go away. I can't stand to look at you.
Why are you so mad? You're the one who orchestrated this reunion.
Oh, no, no, no. I said get on with your life, not get it on with your wife. I'm sorry, Dr. Hank Kaplan, but you and I are through.
Gina, you don't understand. This is a good thing that happened. I don't want Joyce. I want you.
Oh, maybe this week. But last night you wanted Joyce, and last week you wanted to date many women. I don't think you know what you want, so how can I believe you when you say you want me?
But I know. Trust me. I know.
Trust you? I don't trust you. I don't even have any respect for you.
Gina, you don't understand. I finally come around. It's you I want. Can't you see? You've spoiled me for other women.
Suffer.
Sunday night, it's a Disney family classic. Delta Burke stars in a magical adventure, Day-O, Sunday at 7, 6 Central. Now stay tuned for the heartwarming season finale of Sisters. Frankie wants to have a baby, but which one of her sisters will be the surrogate mom? Sisters, next on NBC.
Mr. Douglas smoking in bed, so keep your eyes open.
Words to live by. You never know what could happen.
Here we go.
At any moment, jet trash could fall from the sky. Do you have any idea what a pack of complimentary peanuts could do to a human skull after plummeting 35,000 feet?
I'm looking at it.
Julie, stop being so paranoid. We live in a civilized world.
Look here. There's a cannibal loose in town. He escaped from a band that was taking him to a mental facility. He's a psychiatrist who's modeled his life after Hannibal the Cannibal in Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, he calls himself Peter the Eater. He's this mind control expert that can drive people insane just by talking to them.
Look out, Julie. Competition.
Hey, good morning, gang.
Good morning.
Gina, this isn't easy, but I'd like to ask you something.
I knew you would come around eventually, Dr. Hank Kaplan.
I need $20.
Go away, Dr. Hank Kaplan.
Hey, good looking?
Nope.
Come on, Greg.
Look, Hank, I'd like to help you out, but I got a few of my own problems. I'm late for my IRS audit. There's a Denver boot on my car, and my girlfriend told me to go to hell. All right, well, technically, she wasn't my girlfriend, but I sat next to her on the bus, and my pain is very real.
We'll talk later. Paco, the thread that holds this hospital together.
Get bent.
Excuse me.
Hi, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for Dr. Hank Kaplan.
Oh, are you a patient?
No, I'm a friend.
A friend?
Hank may have mentioned me. I'm the witch, the leech, the bloodsucker.
Oh, you're the ex-wife.
Man, this elevator's always sticking. Who do I have to kill to get out of here?
I've been wondering the same thing.